Bitcoin's boosting up a little bit this morning. All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of Gar Capital. It is Friday, November 10th, 2023. Glad to be with you this morning and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos. We will do the weekly update of our trading, what we saw in the market, and previewing the next week, and also doing some more charts. Every weekend here on the YouTube channel, it is not live. It is recorded and posted. So again, that is free for all. Would be glad to have you watch the videos at your leisure. So make sure to hit that like button, turn on notifications, subscribe to our channel. Appreciate you guys as always. Dow futures up 132 this morning. NASDAQ bouncing 0.39%. S&P down up 0.41%. 1699 for the Russell. That's up 0.38%. 10-year Treasury yields are down 4.573% on the 10-year. 105.79 on the dollar. 106, that's the resistance that we're looking for on the dollar index. VIX is below 15, down 2.62%. We were ready yesterday. We snapped that winning streak in terms of the S&P. I think it was 8 in a row. If we would have got 9, it would have been the best winning streak for the S&P since 1997. We were close, but Powell made sure to make sure that we didn't get that streak. Crude oil is up 1% this morning, 76.56. Right near support around 75. Above 79.79 is your 200-day. So we're going to talk about that this week as well. Position ourselves maybe for a possible bounce. But again, if the dollar continues to go down. Gasoline futures up 1%, $2.18. Gold futures pulling back down 1%, $19.50. Got a bid yesterday after Powell. 22.48 down 1.83%. Good morning, Scotty Tuhati. $3.60 down 1%. Scotty is one of my good buddies from Miami. Glad to have him on the note. Good morning, Jay. 106.87 on the euro dollar. That's up 18 pips. 151.37 on the dollar yen. That's flat. 138.22 for dollar Canadian dollar. That's up 14 pips. Pound dollar is Flatsville. 122.22. And yes, crypto. 37,335 for Bitcoin, up 1.44%. 2098. We're above 2,000 on Ethereum. The train's coming in the station. Good morning. Remember, weekends are for crypto. It's been a while. Let's take a look here at the S&P 500 this morning. Futures right off that trend line, pretty clean, right above the 50-day. But look at the rejection that we got. We didn't get close to that 100-day. We need to crack that 44.30, and then we can get to 44.74. Once we break out of this right here, guys, this trend line here, 4,500, pretty much all bets are off. And then we can really start seeing about what the continuation is possibly. But guys, to be honest, all we are is back at the levels we haven't seen since last month. This is where we are. We just basically got back everything from mid-October, and here we are. So a couple of scenarios that we can also have. We could revert, we could reject here, pull back, hold 4350 to 4300, and then use that as an inverse head and shoulders. I mean, there's so many possibilities here. The main thing here, guys, is that if you are bullish and you're looking for continued upside, we need 44.29 to break. That's the big one. Let's take a look at the trades I have open. I have Apple open, calls. If you guys remember, let's take a look at the hourly, pretty much choppy, not much going on. Let's take a look at the daily. You know that trend line that QQQ has, or the NASDAQ has, and I mean the S&P futures has? Well, Apple broke above that trend line. So at least that, it's above the 100-day. I expect 185 to break at least today if we get continuation in the market, hopefully. It is up this morning, 183.34. We get to 185, we'll catch that. That'll be 15 in a row. The problem is, what will cause us to break our streak? Will it be Mara? Mara was up nearly 23% yesterday after earnings. We had the $10 calls, got as high as 10.45. We were up 3%, flat. That's where you have to choose. Do you stick to the analysis that you've already done already? We talked about Bitcoin. We talked about the proxies. I missed coin yesterday, unfortunately. I had to go pick up this guy from the airport, Kevin Garcia, one of our, he's right here. Come on. Here you go, Kev. Yep, Kevin, you probably talked to him on Instagram. You talked to him on Discord as well. He's here with me. I apologize. Next time, I'll make sure to get his ass a taxi so I don't leave the the desk. It's okay. 1072 is what we're looking for. Again, that's a situation where, do you stick to analysis? Do you stick with it? Again, we have one more day. Yes, we could have taken it at 3%. it was there about a minute or two. I did update everybody, but then it pulled back, unfortunately. So we've been here before. Let's see if Mara can continue. All we're looking for is that 1072 level. And yes, these names, we've done well with Mara before the whole year. Just got to stick with it. Let's see. Where were we? We were minus 17. Here we go. In the money, 3%. There you go, at 9:54 in the morning. But then we just continued to pull back. We rejected that 200. So again, what we're looking for is 1022 to break onto 1072. Is it possible? Well, we need a dollar move, and we can get it. So we will see. Next, we have we did Tesla yesterday. Tesla puts. We caught that. You could see that gap to fill is right at 206.16. Pulled back. We caught our 40. Well done to the team. Got a little snack for yesterday. We had Apple Palantir. Palantir's a tough one because possibly just the time. Look at this chop. Since we got in, we're just waiting for 1919. You know, the trade desk and all these names that are high betas are kind of hurting Palantir, but it is green this morning. Again, let's see if we get above 1919. And that's where we are this morning in terms of our trades. Let's see if we can catch them all and continue our streak. Right now we're at 14. If Apple can hit this morning, we'll be at 15. If Palantir can give us a miracle, we can get 16. And if Mara hits a miracle as well, we could be at 17. Fingers crossed. Let's see what we get. Levels to add for Ethereum. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to go buy Ethereum futures, which is pretty close to the actual spot. So let's see here on the daily. You got 2152. That's your level. That is the highs from April. That needs to break. And if it does, you could target 2622. There's your gap fill. You could do that on futures or you could do that on Ethereum as well. Dollar cost averaging is just easier. But again, that's what we got. 2153 is what you're looking for. Let's take a look at Oracle. Not tons of options there, but we'll take a look at the stock together. You got a gap to fill here at 124.70. If you break above 114.63, Ryan, that's what you're looking for, right above there. But use the 50-day as your stop around 110.02. Can you go over what is holding Palantir up? It's really just chop, to be honest. You could see here previous resistance. We broke and reversed. We broke and reversed. We broke and sustained. I think worst case scenario, if we don't get it this week, pretty sure it's going to come in next week. It's just, it was Tuesday. We went for the momentum and then it's just chop. That's all we did. We're still above this line here of support, which was previous resistance, but sometimes it just gets sideways on us and you could see it. Just, we got it on Tuesday and it's just sideways, but still holding up support. Sucks that we don't get that momentum, but we'll see what we get moving forward. Maybe we could take a look at it for next week. Looking to short Oracle at today, R113. Yeah, if that rejects, sure. But stocks are up this morning, so we need to see what we get moving forward. But not much going on, at least in terms of how we've been used to in the past couple of days where we've just been getting that momentum. Powell kind of changed a little bit. I mean, he said the same thing that we've noticed for a while. You know, we're sticking to the inflation target, blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, he threw an F-bomb, which is probably not bullish. Who cares? The guy's not a machine. As we know, those protesters are probably annoying the hell out of him. But again, let's see what we can get today. It is Friday. Maybe we get a VIX smash program like we did before, where the VIX tanks on a Friday and we get some love in the stock market today. Yeah, we were up yesterday. But again, 9 days in a row, man, that's pretty tough for the S&P, not since 1997. So you get some pullbacks here and there. That's completely natural. We said, trees don't grow up to the sky. The 30-year bond market, the 30-year bond auction wasn't the best, but Wednesday's bond auction, the 10-year was good. You could see 10-year yields coming down. So we're getting a little bit of bond demand, at least moving forward. So again, we have our positions open. We're going to take it step by step. We're going to keep watching. I hope that Mara does go because we were green on it. But again, it's one of those things that you got to make a call. Hey, do we make the call that we continue? Last time I closed a little too early was Google, and what happened? That thing soared. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's the deal. We got to deal with it every day. This is what we do. No bond auction today. That's right. We do have Veterans Day on Monday. I want to say. I think that's the deal. Let's see. Yeah, today we have FOMC Logan speaking, University of Michigan consumer sentiment, and then on Monday we have the federal budget balance, but nothing in terms of, let me see, bond holidays 2023. Bond market holidays, let's take a look at it. I'm looking at it here. The bond market will not be open on Veterans Day, November 11th, 2023. Yeah, this is from November 6th, 2023. The problem is that November 11th, 2023 is a Saturday. Today's the 10th. This year falls on a Saturday. The stock market is never open the weekends. The day before Veterans Day, which is November 10th, the NASDAQ will be open. The day after Veterans Day, November 12th, is a Sunday, so the markets will remain closed until Monday, 1993. Here we go. 9:30, excuse me. It's just easier to do this. The bond market will not be open Veterans Day 11th, but we're the 10th. The bond market will not be open for early trading pre-market November 10th. That's today. The bond market will observe regular hours. So no Veterans Day holiday for the bond market. The next bond market holiday, wait a minute, is this the 10th? See, slight variations of trading bond markets, pre-market trading. I guess it's early closure. I'm assuming the Veterans Day is the market is closed today, the bond market, but I'm seeing some movement on the 10-year Treasury yield. Interesting. So no bond auction at least, but it's very, very different on what it says here in terms of the holidays. Thoughts on AMD 115 calls today? We did play that this week. Again, we waiting for the break of 116. It is looking very nice. Taiwan Semiconductor did come out with a nice note on some numbers that they had in terms of demand. What I'm looking for now, since it already played the 115s, it's pretty close to the money. Let's see if we could break 116 today, and then we could target at least the 118 to 119 levels. We'll take a look at the volume moving forward. Remember, we took a look at the days that we do well when we get in. So Wednesdays are strong when we get into those trades, and Fridays are strong. So, we'll see what we could do with the market today on AMD. But I like it. Again, we traded it this week. We had the 115s, but we got out of those. It hit 40% twice. If you break 116.04, then we can start taking a look at some continual upside on AMD, which has been a great name for us to trade. I don't want to kind of mess it up with that, rig it that way where it says, yeah, we're undefeated on it, and the next one we get a loss. So I don't want to mess that up. Don't want to give that bad juju there, if you know what I mean. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. It is a Friday. Hope everyone has a great one. Stay safe out there. Back at it this weekend, talking about the markets. We'll preview the next week. We do have CPI next week. It's going to be fun. We have CPI on Tuesday. We have PPI on Monday. And you know how that goes. Always, always fun with you guys. Have a great rest of your morning, and I will see you guys for the video this weekend talking about the markets. Have a great one. Don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.